Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another Pick and Mix, and this week we are taking a trip down memory lane, which means we're going to be looking at the UK Top 10 for the 15th of June, and the year we're looking at this time is 1986. So, in 1986, which was 37 years ago, it was a Sunday, and if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. And if you were born in 1986, this is the chart for you when you were born. So it wasn't a leap year that year, although ended in a even number. Our Prime Minister was Margaret Thatcher, and she was in her second term. The generation is millennial. We had the Chinese zodiac year of the tiger, and if you are born today, you are a Gemini. So I always have a look at and see what sort of things were going on this day. There was the Amnesty International concert today. It was on a Sunday. It was on the Sunday, yeah. What do I think, an idiot? And it was people like U2 played, Sting, Bryan Adams, Peter Gabriel, Lou Reed, the Neville Brothers, Joan Baez was there, Joe Marmontredi, Joni Mitchell, The Police, Jackson Browne, Yoko Ono, Miles Davis, Peter, Paul, Mary, and the Hooters. And also today, Pravda, the Russian news, announces high-level Chernobyl staff were fired for stupidity. They put up a notice on the ball, well, I don't think it's called, and it says, "I love you, period, forgive me." They put it up in the Chernobyl disaster, so yeah, I wonder what happened to them. Were they sent to the salt mines in Siberia? There's only one birthday today, and it is Stefan Hauser. Okay, who's Stefan Hauser? Well, he's a cellist from Croatia, and he's part of the two cellos. He was born in Pula, Croatia. So that's what happened today in 1986. So let's have a look at the charts for this day. And being a Sunday, this would have come out. This is the first day because the charts come up on a Sunday. We all used to listen to the top 40. Now, who was doing it in 1986? I don't know if it was still Tony Blackburn, but I knew Tony Blackburn used to do it. So, number 10, we had a non-mover from Falco and Vienna Calling. Didn't get any further in the charts. Was a big hit in the rest of Europe, and this was his first solo follow-up since Rock Me Amadeus, which was a huge hit all over the world. This just didn't have the same thing to it. Even I liked Rock Me Amadeus, but not a fan of this one. Yeah, number 9, it came up 12 places, and it's a catchy little tune called "Too Good to Be Forgotten" from Amazulu. This is where it would peak. It would peak at number 5. And it also got into the top 10 in Ireland. It's a quirky little song, but I was never a big fan of it. This is mid-80s, so yeah. It's a terrible drum beat, you know. Instead of using a machine, should have used a real drummer. Okay, number 8. This was down 4 places, and it's the brilliant Sledgehammer from one and only Mr. Peter Gabriel, an absolute classic now. Peaked at number 4, but was a number 1 in Canada and the United States for him, off the album So, of course. It's a great song, one of the best music videos ever made, and I just love this song. Okay then, coming in at number 7, was down 1 place. Now this was an old song that had a 80s twist on it, and it's by The Real Thing, and it's a remix of their Can't Get By Without You. First released in 1976, where it got to number 2. It got to number 6 on the second time round. Not a big fan of this song, but when I compared the 1976 to this was not very good. It got all that 80s production nonsense on it. The original is a bit better, but it's still a song that I don't particularly like. Coming at 6, down 1 place. Brilliant song. Robert Palmer, Addictive to Love. Big hit for Robert. Reached number 5 here in the UK, but was number 1 in Australia and United States. Probably his biggest hit for him. It's a great song. I love the video to it as well. Robert Palmer was cool as they come. Cool as a cucumber. It's a great song. Really like Robert Palmer stuff. Great track. Remember that one. Okay, at 5, up 11 places this week. Aha and Hunting Lion Low. This would be the highest it got in the UK charts. Now, in the homeland of Norway, it only got to number 10. Didn't mind this song, but I prefer their other hits, Take On Me and The Sun Always Shines on TV. I do like that song. That's really good. This one isn't too bad. Okay, number 4. Down 2 places. Holding Back the Years, Simply Red. This was first released in 1985, where it got to number 51, but it was a reissue. It got to number 2 here and was number 1 in Ireland in the US. This is a great song. One of my favourite songs by Simply Red, full stop. It's a great vocal, of course, from Mr. Mick Hucknall. Number 3, Nun Mover, a song called I Can't Wait by New Shoes. Now, New Shoes are an American R&B band that were fronted by husband and wife team of John Smith and Valerie Day. Reached number 2 here, number 1 in Canada, and number 1 in the American dance song. Another song that I was not really keen on. It was released previous year. They did a remix. It's just mid 1980s garbage. Horrible song. Don't like it. Never have and never will. So at number 2, straight in at number 2 for Wham and The Edge of Heaven, the highest new entry in the chart this week. It did get to number 1, and it was number 1 in Belgium and the Netherlands. Never a big fan of Wham. Yeah, not my thing at all. So there we go. So number 1 on this day in 1986. I know one person will be quite happy, Richard McCook. He likes this version, and it was this was its 3rd and final week at number 1, and it is Spirit in the Sky by Doctor and the Medics. Now, the lead singer Clive Jackson was born in Knotty Liverpool, and is a former DJ. And he formed the group with Steve Maguire, and this was the only hit they had. And he was known for his makeup, very similar to Kiss. And this is a cover, of course, of the Norman Greenbaum's song. They released 11 singles in their career, and this is the only one that did anything. The rest just disappeared into the moonlight sky. It's not a bad version of the original. I like the guitar riffs. It was nice to hear this Tron back in the chart, but everyone started doing that ridiculous dance again, and then people forgot about Norman's version. But out of the two, though, I prefer Norman's, but this is okay if you're into that sort of thing. So there we go, today's chart in 1986 here in the UK. Okay, that's all for the shows today, but of course later today is live stream, where joining me will be the usual prime suspects, guaranteed Vinyl Dale and Rob Walker and Mastermind Dave, and then whoever is about and comes up, and Nick from my fellow Northampton chap, Nick from Corby. I'm sure he'll come up. He's threatening to wear a string vest and knotty hanky because he had his knotty hanky last week. He was threatening to wear a string vest and sit in a deck chair. So that'll be interesting. So that's all coming up tonight. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. Another triple header for us tomorrow. We start off with the live albums of Canadian female singer Alanis Morissette. And we got 2 new albums to review. First one up is the new album by the Foo Fighters. But here we are, first album without Taylor Hawkins. And Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds and the Council Skies, which is a really good listen. So that's all coming up tomorrow. And also tomorrow is the start of the Ashes. So good day tomorrow. Okay, I will see you all later on the live stream. Have a great day, everyone, and bye for now.